JETS, I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your channel message for September 8th through to the 14th. So, welcome to my channel, and let's see what we have for this next week coming up. All right, well, right away, they're like working with my hands quite a bit. So that's telling me, okay, they're saying you're washing away, getting rid of a conversation, somebody in your life that no longer meets your magic. This is really nice. So this means you know who you are. You know the kind of company you want to be around or keep, and you're washing your hands of people that are not in resonance, because I feel like a cleansing and a clearing with this, you know. And I do see a lot of you even using the Palo Santo and clearing and cleansing your auric field as well. I don't see anything like, oh, I got to get these toxic people out of my life. It's none of that. It's more so of, it's time for it's time for some clearing. It's time for a change. It's time to open your own energy to what's going to help you expand your God self, is what I'm hearing. So, you know, it's just like a flow of life. It's transformational. It is like a butterfly coming out of a cocoon. It's a new happening, new beginning for you. So it really has to do with just the vibration and the level that you're at for yourself. December's lighting up for many of you. December, January. I feel like both of those have, it's like I'm going to go both of those. I'm going between the two. Going back to December, going to January. So there's something happening in December that will translate itself to January. And they're being very specific. They're saying December 18th to January 1st. So there's a timeline right in there where there's a couple shifts or changes going on. Like I'm going to switch it up. What I was going to do in December, I'll do in January, or I've got whatever it is. It's the fruition of it is in December, but the fruition of the idea is in December, but it will happen in January because I'm switching it up. So there's a switch up in December to January. Maybe I'm changing classes, I'm changing jobs, something that you thought was going to happen then is going to happen in January. It'll switch up and change. But I feel okay because it's like you're just going from one thing to the other, just like this, just so easy. So, but they are saying it's two things also. So two things, two people, could be a partnership also. So, yeah, interesting. All right, for a lot of you, I see you really looking at the material part of your life, your own sense of materialism. And it's like, while you like beautiful things, it's really the beauty of something beautiful that really lights you up. Maybe the type of a fabric that something is, the scent. And so I see you, though, not needing as much, still having what it is that you like that brings beauty and some sort of light to your life, but on a level where it's, because all you want is the appreciation. You don't need lots of stuff or lots of the most expensive thing. And it doesn't have to do with expense as much as being able to appreciate material things, but on a smaller scale. Yeah. I also see a lot of you are going to be meeting people, and they're saying at your lunchtime, all right? So it's almost like I see a lunch pail opening up, and you sharing with someone else and somebody else. And I feel like there's going to be some new relationships. It's 3 people, and I see it circulating, and I feel good about it because I feel like it's an exchange of ideas, sharing. You know, the food actually that I see being shared is really you sharing truth, you sharing confidence, ideas, you know, just a mutual understanding amongst 3 people. So it feels really good. Good friends. All right. So, you know, it's kind of funny. We never know who's going to sit at our table, right? So that's a literal there. Let's see. I do see they're saying cloudy days, but what they're talking about is there's going to be some days where you're not going to know or see how things are going to turn out or be, but it's like not dark clouds, just a cloud covering what it is that you would like to, that normally you would go, oh, I know how that day is going to be, or we know what we're doing that day. And instead, I just see this cloud covering it in terms of like, so they're just saying, don't worry about it. It's just covered up. But as it moves, then you go, okay, there it is. That's what we needed to do. And sometimes the best trips, the best circumstances are not always the ones that are planned out in our mind linearly. They're the accidental happenings, meetings, the not knowing what's behind something, because I don't feel so much as it's hidden as just it's covered up for a reason, because it's not the time. But as the days and weeks pass, you'll go, oh, now I get it. Now I understand. So, they're saying don't frustrate yourself with trying to understand things, minutia, the little things, because we don't see everything. All of us can look back to a year ago and see things today that we didn't see then. Excuse me. And, 5 years, 10 years the same way, So rest peacefully in what it is that you don't see, that you don't know, because it's not hidden from you, but for you. I feel like it has to do with you having confidence and consideration. So those are the two things that are happening there with that. I see some, again, with the friendship, there's another set of friendship I see here, one that is starting to build that will be a new best friend, but it's going to start very small and in small ways, because they're showing me a knot, and it's not a big one, because sometimes if it's a big, strong friendship, it would be like this, but I just see a little one, but it's like building, sometimes too, this is the way they're saying there's just like two people not on the same path, but two people on a path, and they kind of build each other up as they go along. This is how spirit works too. They don't go before you, although they will go and clear the path for you, but they won't do something for you. But they will walk with you, and they will, so in other words, you have free will, free choice to do things your way. But this is where two friends, you're on the same vibration, but maybe doing different things, but there's going to be this growth for both of you, and it'll be very special to know that you had somebody that's, knowing what you're feeling and experiencing, and also the joyfulness of it all. All right. For some of you, I feel as though I see a gold coin. I see him being rubbed like this, rubbed and rubbed. Almost like if I rub it harder, it'll make it more real. It'll make it more manifest. But they're saying that you've got to let go. Let go. They said, when it's like this, you're trying to control. So just let go, let it come through. Okay, let it come to you in its own time, in its own way. This grasping, holding, trying to control, or trying to control monies will create a pattern, like a grid of you telling yourself that I can only make money like this, or this is the only way money can come to me, or I have to hold on to this because it'll never come back, etc., etc., etc. So, we don't want to be like Pac-Man, only working within a grid system, right? Because the universe is wide open and big and got lots of blessings she wants to bring us all. For a lot of you, I see a lot of you are very tired. I feel like some of you have really strained yourself. I don't know if you're reading important papers, finalizing some documents, but it's almost like I feel like I want to pinch my head right here, like I have a headache from having my thinking cap on so much. So I see a finalization on all that, because I feel like this documentation, whatever it is all things that are necessary, but it has taxed you a little bit. So they said pretty soon you'll be able to pull away from that. A lot of this paperwork started in August, they're saying. All right. All right, they're talking about TGIF Friday. Thank God it's Friday. So celebration on Friday. Going out with coworkers or having some sort of celebration, but it feels really good. And I hear impromptu, so it'll be an impromptu thing of like somebody says, hey, we were thinking of going out. Oh, you want to go out? Okay. And then all of a sudden everybody's there, and it's a really nice, fun thing that wasn't really planned. All right. You see, that's the beauty. All right. Let's see what they have for the theme of that week. Let me look again. I just see a lot. Okay, they're showing me a red line, like a straight red line. That means the energy is really going to move along very easily without much. There'll be a little hiccup near the end. So we're saying, you know, like Monday, Tuesday right there, but nothing big, just a little hiccup. So pretty much smooth sailing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else. Okay, they're saying don't confuse yourself with other people's ideas. If somebody else has an idea, or even is projecting an idea of who you need to be or who you should be or how they see you, don't see yourself the way you see yourself, not through the eyes of someone else. You know, when we do that, it's nice to have a nice reflection, but then when there's one that's distorted, you know, even though we see a nice reflection reflected back, the reflection is really what's going on in here, and that's why that reflection shows up. When there's a distorted reflection, though, so we wouldn't make that real, though, just the same, because that's coming from inside you. So they're saying to stay in tune with what's inside you, and anybody else's distorted ideas or ideologies around who they think you are or how they perceive you, that's theirs, that's with them. That has nothing to do with you. So okay, because they're saying blind eyes. They're unable to see. They're not as evolved. They're not as balanced. So, yeah. All right, let me see. I'm going to pull a card here and see what we have. I think I'll shuffle them one extra time. All right. Let's see here. A glimmer of hope. I no longer doubt life or focus on dark feelings. I believe in myself and keep my faith. The obstacles before me help me grow and keep me closer to my divinity. There's always hope, always light, even in darkness. God is always there to help me with my difficulties. There you go. You see that reflection? What did they just talk about? All right. Thank you all so very much. Namaste.